All right. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. On the agenda for today, we have the beginner call coming up in 1 hour with Robert. We got the shoe call with Ben at 2 p.m. We got the jewelry sellers call with Carrie at 3:30, car part sellers with Jared at 5:30, the media call at 7, and then the Australia sellers at 3:30 in the morning Eastern time. So 7:30 their time down under. So we got beginner call, shoe call, jewelry call, car part sellers, media sellers, and Australia call late, late, late. So today is Wednesday, show and tell. Anything that you found, anything that you listed, anything that you sold, show it, tell us about it. This is kind of like a bolo call. If you see someone else did something and they found an item, they made some money, we need to be on the lookout for that item so we could do the same thing. So I learn a new brand every single week. I learn a new something every single week, so I hope you folks do as well. And Jamie, you're the first one up. What's up?
Hi, mate. You all right?
All right. All right. First one.
This is a 90s rave jacket for slamming vinyl. The rave jacket's huge over here in the UK European scene. They were usually embroidered or printed on military bombers. So this is just like your standard um, US Air Force design. But paid 40 on this and it sold same day for 2 or 225.
Very nice one. Let's see.
Uh,
That's
this
old, right?
Yeah, this one was a Denim Supply, Ralph Lauren. Offered 30, they accepted straight away. Sally's 150, they got the flag on the back. I think I attached a photo, but it's a M65 style. They do
Very
very,
good.
very well.
Let me see if I skip one. This is all from this week or old?
This is all this week, yeah.
All right. Let me scroll back to where we are supposed to be. You had a good week then, eh?
Yeah.
All right. All right. This one, Adidas.
This is off the Rocky 4 film. He wore this sweatshirt, the 80s or 90s version, but these is the modern re-release from Adidas, and they go for 40 to 60. If you can get the original one, it's like 3 to 400, and it's green and red.
Yep. Sylvester Stallone wore it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next one, Jinko.
Yeah, it's good brand, Jinko. Don't get a lot of this over in the UK, but great
Hoodie
title.
baggy looking.
Great title. But yeah, this one's worth 80 to 100.
Very nice. Jinko is very, very hot, especially the pants. The wider, the better. Polo trousers, very nice ones.
Yeah, this is polo trousers, but these are question horse riding trousers with the leather trim.
Mm-hmm.
These
Mm-hmm.
go for 80 to 100 plus.
Absolutely, very nice ones. $6 for those. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a wrap tee, but on a sweatshirt. Very odd one. I sent you this one. I was very like not confused, but I've just never seen like a sports team wrap sweatshirt. This was on a Bay Club tag, heavily faded. This was just listed as black graphic sweatshirt, unknown. I listed this one for 250.
Very nice one. Yeah, Bay Club, they usually are on items like this, but not so common the sweatshirts. Absolutely not. All right, next one.
This was just listed as shirt, but I knew this tag. This is Ice Cream by Billionaire Boys Club,
Okay.
and this is just like a Hawaiian shirt, but Ice Cream does really well for me. If you can get the ones with the running dog on them, especially the jeans,
Yep.
big money. The old school stuff that Pharrell used to wear back in the early 2000s. But yeah, this goes between 30 to 50.
Very good.
This is good. This is a 90s Ferrari fleece. You got to be careful with Ferrari. They do give out Veros, but I know this tag has the licensing on the back, and on the back it had licensing to Nice Man as well. It was like 1996, so this was £6. They go for between 50 to 70.
Very good. Nice Man also has the Harley a lot of times as well.
Yeah.
All right, next.
This was a 1990 World Violation Depeche Mode t-shirt. Bit of distressing on it. Paid 20, great price for it. With the distressing, still get 100. If it was in more mint condition and probably an XL, you get 150 plus.
Very good.
This was a good one. Flight jacket. cold weather. This is SWAT Team cold weather. £5. The brand is Miltech. 3XL big boy size, goes for good money. It's got that military insulation on it. 50 to 70 all day long.
Pretty much any cold weather military jacket
Yeah.
I have very good luck with. The parka, the jacket, cold weather, it'll tell you right on the tag. This one says it right here, cold weather. Any type of cold weather, whether it be camouflage, it doesn't matter. Those ones do really, really good.
Yeah, this was a good one. This was
Big boy brand here.
yeah, big boy brand. Yeah, I was like, this was off an actual reseller on Vinted. So when people got worried when Vinted Pro came out, you ain't got to worry about that because you can still catch people slipping. So this was a pro account, 19.99 for the Brunello Cucinelli. This was like a wool cashmere tweed style. I looked at the retail for this one actually, and it was crazy with the red line, and it was something like 4 or 5 grand, and I was like, who's paying that? But 19.99 for me today, so I was happy with that. They go for like I saw some of the other tweed ones with like the houndstooth pattern go for pre-owned like 3 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I was
How much you gonna list it for? 3 to 5, $500?
yeah, probably start on the higher end. Yeah,
Very good. Next, the Denim and Supply.
yeah, M65 style.
Very
Um,
nice.
we had this one before, didn't we? Because we knew it was Denim Supply because it has DS on the front. Because I remember I had
Yep.
one like a couple months back, and the inner tag got cut out.
Yep. Denim and Supply, US, Ralph Lauren. And on the
Anything
back,
Ralph Military is perfect.
yeah. And then on the back, it has a flag. Flag's tough to see, but that is a flag.
Yeah.
Very good. Easy money. Next.
Alpha Industries jacket, Flight One. This was a crazy still. £6 for the 3XL. These go for like peak season for the winter over here. You can get 70 to 80 for these.
Very nice. $6. Next.
Love selling these ones. This was a reseller as well. The 541 engineered. This is the tapered one with the red tab. These ones go for like they sell within a week every time, 80 to £100.
Very nice. Next.
It's a good one. This was double RL. Paid. I think I got these on an offer at 28 or something. So it was about 31.24 all in. But really nice design with the musical notes all over. 2XL, great size, great color. This will go for between 125 to 150.
Easy. Very good. Next. There we go.
This was a good one. This is a 90s Sergio Tacchini polo shirt, but it's for the tennis player, I believe Pete Sampras, with that sort of like mythological like arrow sort of thing. But yeah, these ones go for really good money. If you can get like the old Andre Agassi, Ivan Lendl, things like that. So this polo will easily go for between 50 to 70.
Beautiful work. Purple Label.
Yeah, this was just listed as Ralph Lauren, but I was like, it's a double breast pinstripe. You've got to be checking the pictures because it doesn't say purple label anywhere in the listing. But this was purple label, cashmere and wool, and yeah, these go for like 250, 300. Crazy money.
Beautiful.
This is a polo. I haven't seen anyone talk about this one, so this is Roots.
Except for this guy, Jamie. Slow down. I've talked about Roots. I've talked about the
Oh,
boxing.
I haven't heard that, sir. Sorry.
Good work.
Yeah, this is good. Well, this is for Lennox Lewis, the British boxer. It's that sort of like tank hoodies one. But yeah, this was £7, and I think I listed this one for 100. Big money. If you get the Mike Tyson ones as well.
Yep. Any of the Roots of Fight boxing collaborations go really, really good. Anything from it. Nice one. That's it.
Yeah, that's all, man.
All right, you did pretty well, and you find all this stuff sniping. So you got to know. You got to look at the little tag. You got to look at this. You got to look at that. You got to go out there and you got to know. So very good. Good work, Mr. Jamie.
Cheers,
Thank
man.
you for stopping by. Dana, how are you? We missed you last week.
Yeah, I know. I overslept.
It's okay.
I feel bad.
No worries.
Oh, it's a little bit harder with the grandbaby now, so a little bit less sleep around here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna share.
Please.
Okay. And there. Okay, let's see. Um, yeah, so first up is a Flint and Tinder corduroy shirt, sold for 85 on Poshmark. And I believe I think I traded up for this. And so when I trade up, I go to the bins and I purchase a whole bunch of stuff that I think that they'll take for cheap. And then I go to the buy sell trade stores and I trade that stuff to get things like this. So that's kind of my method. And so here's a tag for that one. Also traded up for this Arc'teryx jacket. It was extra small, but I rarely find Arc'teryx, and I get pretty happy when I do see it. So I went ahead and picked it up, and it sold pretty quick for 96. Oh, and here is a tag. And then I was fortunate enough to find Cezanne again, and I also traded up for this one. And the tag for Cezanne looks like this. 100% silk with polka dots, and it also had this, oh, it's like a wrap. Oh, I put that in there. I shouldn't put that in there, but I did because of the wrap situation. And I don't put stock photos on eBay, but I do sometimes put it in on Poshmark. So just as a FYI. And then this Donna Karan, it was a vintage Donna Karan I found at the bins. I saw the lobster claw clasps and I got excited. I thought maybe it was a Ralph Lauren, but it was DKNY, which is fine. You know, it's a good older brand. I think probably from the 80s, 90s, and sold for 65. Oh, yeah, you can see this is the old tag. Sold this vintage Walls jacket, and I had this one for quite a while. I thought it would sell a little bit faster, but it did sell for 64. Got it at the bins. Here's the tag right here. You know, this is all shredded, but a pretty nice jacket. And then also sold this, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a vintage Serac or Serac ski suit. This one was interesting because it has sort of that typical puffy ski jacket on top, but on the bottom it has the tighter ski pants. So it had a different kind of vibe going on. This one sold for 85, and here's the tag right there. Okay, and then finally, this was actually from the previous week, but I just wanted to share it because you guys, someone in the group mentioned that I should probably price this one up a little bit higher. I was thinking about pricing it at about 60, and maybe it was Jonathan. If it was, you know, thank you, Jonathan. So I did price it up higher, and it sold for 99 pretty quickly. So that's it. That's all I have.
Very nice. Thank you, Dana. In the chat, they said that would be a cool call, how to trade up at Buffalo Exchange and places like that. So maybe one day we could talk about that. I don't have any experience with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I don't know
You know
how
how to
long the
level
call.
up, you know how to get them, you know how to get them in your favor.
Yeah, but you know, the thing about it is it does take extra time because you are sourcing again at the buy sell trade stores. But
Yeah.
if that's something that you're strong at, you know, the sourcing and the thrifting, it might be a good way to go. And I'm a turtle at listing, so that's why I do it.
All right.
Yeah,
Very good.
but thanks.
Thank you,
Thank
Dana.
you.
Great ones this
Thanks.
week. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Chad and or Blythe, over to you.
Got Chad today. I'm
All
gonna
right.
share the screen.
Give us the good news. Last week you listed 120 or 130 and sold 153. So you guys are shrinking. Technically speaking, going out of business. If this continues for 12 weeks, you'll have no items.
Well, yeah, we ran a pretty big sale to get rid of some of our aged inventory, so we've got to increase our listings.
Yep.
Uh,
So you
fir-
got 3 months left. Otherwise, you'll be out of business at that rate.
that's right. Yeah, first I shared this on the I think the Facebook group. I never went back and changed this polo listing. Just got busy listing stuff. So this did sell the shirt and shorts in the t-shirt category. Got an offer
Hmm.
for $70, and so was happy with that one. Paid a couple bucks at the flea market for that.
Very nice.
Um, I do not. I never find these Nike hats, and I posted this in the group as well. And we got an offer for I think 85 or $90, and we took that. Uh, just got that at Goodwill. I actually found 3 or 4 of these. We got a couple more going up today. This one right here. I may have got sniped on this. I don't know if there's anything special about this yellow one, but it sold almost instantly for full price. Shipped that out yesterday. But this took a couple days. This took like 5 minutes and it sold. This is another. I always look for vintage Jesus hats and t-shirts. This sold probably in an hour after listing it. I couldn't find anything similar, but it's a play on the Florida Marlins. Obviously, it's not in the greatest condition, but it sold for full price very quickly. Uh, this was an estate sale pickup. I always look for anything to do with railroad type stuff. I've never found this one before, but Railway Engineering and Maintenance Cyclopedia. That sold in probably 20 minutes after listing it for full price. And, at an estate sale, you're not paying more than $1 or $2 for these books. So that's definitely on my list to look out for right here. This was just a cool. I've never seen Levi's MLB gear before, so I found this I think I got this at an estate sale for $5. Just thought it was a cool jacket. Um, Not a great sell through on this team, but still for $5, I'll pick that up every time. Patagonia bivy vest. I'd never seen this before. Got this at the flea market. I actually paid 25 for this. At one of the, she's a Ben's. She goes to the Ben's daily, and I go by her booth every week. But it's got the mushroom print liner right there. But good sell through rate. I think I'm priced a little high. I need to drop my price down a little bit, closer to like 120 actually. Probably gonna fix that after this call. This is a this is a new brand to me, Cheen. Um, if you look up anything Cheen vest, Cheen jacket, you're not going to see. I think you might find one jacket listed right now, and if you go to the solds, you're going to find mine and another. But I can tell you, if you ever see this brand, pick it up, because I instantly got several messages from different people asking would I take a certain price, yada yada, and it sold 2 seconds later for full price. We just listed it yesterday afternoon, and you could just tell by the quality when you, I don't know how to y'all know what I'm talking about. When you pick something up, you can tell it's a quality item. It did not have much of a sales or listed history on eBay, but it will move quickly if you find this brand. This is another new brand for me. I found 4 of these. I found actually this vest and these 4 shirts in a row at the thrift store, 475 each. And these, I don't even know how you pronounce Kuiu something. It's basically like a like Sitka, or one of those high end, I call it luxury hunting gear, because this shirt here sold. I mean, it's just like a Nike dry fit t-shirt. Nothing super special about it to me, other than a very cool camo print. It sold instantly, and a tremendous sell through on this brand here. So that's a
Yep.
new one for me.
One of the best sell-through brands out right now.
Yeah, for sure. So that's a good one. This was, I don't look at blazers, sport coats very often, but this liner caught my attention at Goodwill, as you can see. And you can just see from like the stitching and stuff. This is a high quality and I need to know the difference between a blazer and a sport coat because I could probably do my title better. This brand, Hidioki, has got a pretty good sell-through rate. So I'm looking more and more at sport coats, just because, like Jamie just showed on his show and tell right there, you can find them if you look. This is one that I got at a yard sale Saturday, and I posted this on Facebook also. I don't see sold for this price. I see a couple that are listed high, but I do know these are very high quality, which is what drew my attention at the yard sale. I was like, these are extremely nice gloves. So I just showing them because I have no idea what they're actually worth. I just went in between the two that are listed, and we'll see what happens with these. Never heard of this Dolomite brand. Can't find much on Google or eBay about them. So, and then Trafalgar suspenders. I didn't know about these. Mike Longnecker in the group sent me a text. He'd picked some up and he sold a few. And then the next day I'm at an estate sale and I find we probably got about 10 pairs. So I just picked 3 out of our listings just to show. Got a pretty good sell-through rate on these with the crazier prints. So that's our first suspender listings right there. And then back to my everything stuff. At the same yard sale that I've got those gloves at, this guy sold me this stylus for a record player and this one $1 and $1. So I've sold these. I've last year we used to sell a lot of kind of stuff like this, but those are easy flips right there for good money.
Yeah,
and that's what we got.
Nice one. Good week this week. Very good.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing. Taught some folks in the group some new brands, so that's what we're here. That's what we're about. Stasia, over to you.
Good morning. I
Hey.
just dropped one link into the chat.
Okay, got it. All right, go for it.
So I've had this for a long time, but it was a small size. And I did pay up for it. It was $20. But it sold for $100 and it's like a $61 profit.
Nice.
So, and I just knew this brand, like they did like high-end Western wear back in the day, made in the USA. That's kind of what made it stand out. And then
Very
because
nice.
of the kind of crazy back, I used the back photo as the first photo.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's a fun
Very
one.
good.
Rhinestones. And then the next, I just have 2 to share today.
Very good.
These
And how
were
was the
priced.
Christmas party with Andrea and the rest of the gang?
Oh my God, it was so fun. It was awesome. It was really good.
Nice.
Andrea is a really good cook.
Okay.
So these were like in almost new condition and they were priced up, but they messed up on the there's a guy that messes up and he doesn't always charge for every single item. So my average cost of goods on this day was only $6.30.
Oh boy.
And these sold for $100. And they were like in new condition, kind of like the cool style that's in right now with the platform.
Mm-hmm.
And I've
And the
got
buckle.
schoolgirl. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice one. Great photos. Really, really good photos. And this here, what do? You show the heel height?
Yeah.
Nice. Good one. I like it. Very good.
Thank you.
Great photos. Thanks, Stasia.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. All right. We have one. This is a good one, folks. This one has come in through Facebook Messenger. Buckle your seatbelt. All right. These Carhartts right here. This logo right here. Heart logo. Be on the lookout. That's from the 1940s to the 1970s. But even better than this, these things are brand new. Holy Toledo. And if you just look at pre-owned, like pre-owned ones, look at this, from the same time frame, pre-owned from the same time frame. Like this guy, Mr. Gary, I'm afraid you have a come up, my friend. So he's got those, and they're selling for the pretty good price as well. Here's 400, here's 600, here's 975, 720, and these ones here are brand new. And look at that very nice liner on the inside, very beautiful. So nice pair. And then he said he asked the $1 million question of, do you have more? And they had a pair of pants, brand new, same time frame, with the heart logo. Beautiful, beautiful work. Again, 1940s, 1970s. If you ever want to know, all Carhartt logos. Someone is very nice, and look at that. They made it for us right there. 1940s, 1970s. There you go. Old ones right there. But look at this sloppy stitching. This must be fake. It's 100 years old. Buy it. Nice buttons. Very, very nice. And then they asked again the magical question. And look at this butter leather shop jacket. Beautiful work. I mean, Gary, my friend, like, you have a few $1,000s worth of stuff here. And a pair of, oh, like Red Wings, so crushed it. But these ones right here, you see this heart logo? Don't walk, run. Beautiful work. Nice one. Stasia, over to you.
Sorry, I lowered my hand.
Oh, sorry. That's my mess
I already
up.
went.
Jeffrey, back to you. Jeffrey, to you.
Morning, Tech. Yep. I will share my screen here. All right, can you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this pair of boots I got at the estate sale that I sent you photos of, Tech. Everything that I'm going to show you came from that.
You want to talk a little bit
Paid.
about that one, or not a lot about that one? I know you sent me some photos. This place had some beautiful stuff, my friend.
I shared it with the group. Maybe to my own detriment, but yeah, they actually have a second one planned, and I was in the storage locker last night, and it's unbelievable. There was a moving box full of Prada winter jackets, new at tag.
Nice.
I mean, it's unreal, and the vinyl toys are insane. I've got some of those in here. So this pair of boots, I believe, are actually hundo, but they are missing the tag, and I knew I had something because I listed them at $250, and within a minute of listing it, I had an offer for $150, and I kind of said, well, okay, if I've got that, I've got something here. I need to do a little bit of research. So I told the guy, I said, hey, give me a bit. I'm actually going to clean the leather on these, just kind of holding them off. So these were in there. Every boot this guy had, every boot this guy had was high-end leather. There was UK luxury boot makers in there. I've got a ton to list still. I showed you the picture of my totes. Pick this guy up. Pick this guy up for 10. He is a Fooly Cooly vinyl toy from Toby HK. He does not have the box. He is new. This guy was a big collector of vinyl toys. Some of these can go for some really insane money. One of the pieces I grabbed, there's a guy that sells photos of it on eBay for $50. And I have one new in bag.
So he sells the picture of it for $50?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I love it. And a lot of the guy's pieces of vinyl toys were actually signed by the artist, but this guy here, the orange one, is a little bit more rare, is my understanding of it. At 10, it's hard to go wrong. This was on the closet floor behind a box on the last day. So I picked this up for 20, I believe. And it is a Yves Saint Laurent. Boy, I'm gonna really stretch my language at Rive Gauche. I don't know. This is too fancy for me.
We take that. That was very well done.
It has a button issue. I actually have a friend who's a seamstress and said she could fix that for me, so it's on its way over to her today to fix it. She fixed a couple Dolce & Gabbana jackets that I also grabbed from here. This is a Mulholland Brothers leather backpack. It does have a few stains, but nothing too major that couldn't be fixed. The straps were in beautiful condition. This was $15. and that's the stamp you want to look for. These things are really expensive. Some of the pieces can go for quite a bit.
Get good
This pair
prices
of
on this
jeans,
stuff?
I'm sorry?
You got good prices on this stuff when you bought it?
Yes, I paid 15 for this bag.
Nice. Good work.
When they had brands like Dolce and Gabbana, they marked them up, but when it had these kind of weird handmade stuff, they really didn't know a lot of the prices. Um, or they're just older brands that they didn't know, or things that were created for fashion shows. Um, like this pair of jeans. This pair of jeans is really bizarre. They're 16 inches across in the waist, but as you can see, they're over 34 inches long. Um, I couldn't find an example of this jean. It's by Patricia Field, but the designer is David Dalrymple. So I did the smart move brain and just tagged him on Instagram and said, "What are these?" And he actually replied back. So um, I have all the information for him. They're missing some of the gemstones off the back, but um, I really couldn't even find a sold comp on these. So I just kind of have them priced high just to figure it out. But I'm into these for $10. So they have a pretty big stain over here, but the washing instructions kind of scared me away from washing them. And then the home run hit that I had was this jacket. This is a World War II Belgian leather officer's jacket. And first off, I knew it was something because when I picked it up, it weighs about 15 pounds. It is a very heavy jacket. It's really small. It's 17 inches pit to pit. It has both of the original belts that came with it. All of the buttons are the originals. You could tell by the aging on them. And the lion helped me figure out where it came from. There's the inside tag, Gantry Moderne, I guess is how you say it. And when you look it up, everything kind of points to Belgian. The sleeves are, if I can find the photo, the sleeves are silk lined. This is silk inside. This thing is very cool. None of the ones I could find actually have this, the fox hood that's completely detachable. Um, very cool piece. And I have a call later today with a famous vintage YouTube channel that really is interested in it. So should be hopefully a home run hit.
Nice. Well, you crushed it, my friend. You're gonna go back and get the rest of the stuff, clean them out?
I'm either doing that or I'm buying the storage locker.
Nice. Good move.
I told them I come in $100 bills with a U-Haul and they don't have to worry about it. We'll see if that works.
All right. Money talk, BS walk. So, all right. Way to go. Thank you, Mr. Jeffrey. Crushed it. You guys are killing it this week. Jonathan, are you out there?
I'm here.
All right. Let's rock and roll.
Let's go. All right, for this first one, I got a shout out. I forgot who it was in the group that taught me duck camo and frog skin. It's a really good camo pattern. And it's on a vintage Woolrich tag, so sold for a good price and really quick.
Nice one. Next.
This Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy professor jacket looked cool right when I saw it. I did dash towards it before someone else got it, so I'm very happy.
You
that
sprinted, you ran for this, Jonathan.
I ran. It was on the racks. I saw a guy going towards it, so I just skipped the few other clothes instead.
Okay. All right, next.
Shout out to the guy who's looking in the military stuff. This is a great one. I think you said it too. These Polartec cold weather jackets. They're sell very fast and for a good price.
That's right.
A lot of people miss these because they think they're so plain, but they're not.
Yeah, very good. Nice one. My favorite camo pattern right here, personally.
That one again. And then on the old Columbia tag, I saw it from afar. I saw the orange, so I was like, "Ooh, this has to be something." So
I like this tag too. This might be my second favorite tag. First favorite tag is the old Banana Republic one with the bananas on it. Next,
I gotta look into Banana Republic. I need to learn that one. I hated seeing this all the time in my store, so I just took a price on it. I did finally learn that Superdry isn't the best brand, even if it says it's made in Japan. So just got it sold, even with the bad pictures.
I think it's popping in the UK. Over here, not so much.
Yeah. Don't skip on these rugby shirts, even if they're huge sizes. They sell very fast for a good price, especially if they have the
size. Probably help a little bit.
Yeah, even more so. They actually help it.
Very nice. Next, good brand.
I'm always looking for these puffer jackets that have down. If they have down, it's immediate buy. Even if I pay like 20, 15 bucks, it's like, oh, it's immediate buy. Sells fast. Furhudi is a good brand too.
Nice one. Next.
Patagonia, I saw it from afar. You guys got to be able to see these tags from like a couple yards away, if not more. And it helps that it's down and packable. I think that's a big thing right now. It's like packable stuff for those hikers. They're
Very
like
good.
trying
So,
to like
and here we have 84673, spring of 2011. We learned that yesterday, right?
uh-huh.
All right, very good. Next.
I think it was Michelle or that taught me that burgundy and maroon is in right now. So definitely it's a big seller. Yeah. I don't know what that was, but I described it in the description. It's still sold
That's called
for
a
a good
hole,
price.
and they put tape on it.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Definitely something like that. And you still sold it for over 50 bucks. What a time
Yeah,
to
it was
be
definitely
alive.
over 50 bucks. So that's sold. So happy about the Banson leather jacket. Full price and yeah. Oh, finally hit the goal of showing you 1K in Bolo sold. So the next one is a 1K Bolo. I guess I got to look for that Carhartt heart tag and the Belgian leather jacket World War One.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, sir.
Keep being on the lookout. Nice stuff. Very good. All right. Misha, over to you. Misha, we still gonna rock and roll tomorrow? You still on?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
very
you
good.
threw me off for a minute. I was like, wait, what did I say? Okay. Yeah, so follow up on the polo suits from last week. I did sell 2 suits to the same guy for 200 each, so 400 in one box. And I still have 8 of those. I have them listed around 200. There's a 3-piece and a tuxedo, and those should do well, but maybe they're going to take a little bit longer for the rest of them because they're not quite as stylish. Okay, so I sent you on Facebook this blazer. I literally walked past it twice every time I kept going back to it. So the first time I just completely went past it, and the second time when I went past it, I noticed the spell out on the back.
I got it.
And that stopped me in my tracks and made me stop and look it up. But I still kept going, and I was like, this just can't be anything special. And so I got about 6 feet down the row, and the comp came up, and it was like $800. So of course I just snatched it and put it in the cart and didn't look at it till later. I didn't even know what it was. So this guy, Charles and Kana, they're only custom, and they're equestrian show jackets. And so I went on his website and I built this jacket, and this jacket would have cost $1,600. It was stretchy. It had zipper pockets. The piping around the collar was an added feature. And they've sold as high as 800 like a few years ago, but the recent comps are in the 500 range. So, and it was a size 4, so I wasn't sure. So I listed high at like $900, just because, like, throw a number out there and let somebody send me an offer. And so within about, I don't know, 12 hours, I got a $500 offer. I kind of let it sit all day just to see if anything else would come in, and it didn't. So it's still the highest recent comp. So I went ahead and took it, shipped it out yesterday. So $500 on an equestrian jacket.
Nice.
And that put me over the 19,000.
Very good.
So I walked past it. I kept going back to it. The gut was on the spell out. So that somebody asked in the group about signs of quality. That was one of them that called it out to me.
Yeah, it makes sense because you don't really see blazers with the spell out on the back, huh?
Yeah, and it was different. I just had never heard of it before. I had some other good sales this week, but I didn't send them to you. One was a navy pea coat. We've kind of had a military theme this morning. That one went for $125 very quickly.
Nice. Good work. We got to see you at that 20K soon. All right, very good. Nice one. Cheryl, you out there? Cheryl?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, let's rock and roll. I got
I
your
think
ones
your
on
pictures-
Facebook. This the first one,
Okay.
right?
Yep. This is just a headband for winter. It's one I own, and I have the receipt for it. My husband used to work for them. Got it for $3 and sold it for $47.
Beautiful.
A pair of Sorels, they were new. This is another whatnot score. And sold those for 78.
Very nice.
And then this one is just, you know me, I like to score on Whatnot. I got a box of 12 of these for $12 on Whatnot. So I've had them now for about 8 months and sell each pair for $37. And I got one pair left. So that was like a $450 investment that I
Unbelievable.
gained off of those 12 bucks.
Very nice.
I
Next.
know. And now this is another one I got from another lady who sold scrapbook stickers on Whatnot. And she said, "You sell plus size clothes, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "I got a bunch." She goes, "Give me $25." Well, she sent me 3 huge bags. I mean, like lawn bags, those like big 25-gallon bags for that 25 bucks. And I got all these shirts that are size 4X, 5X that are like the bust is like 64 inches. And there's a black one with sparkles on it, picture in there, if you want to scroll ahead, I think a little bit. And my reason for grabbing it is because she had a ton of these glitzy ones, right? And I needed something for holiday that I wanted to throw up. And this one is 60 bucks. And then those back ones, those blue ones that you saw, this is like an Ula Popkin, excuse me. The blue ones are just, they're called MIB, the brand is, which is making it big, which is, I used to sell plus size clothes when I went to college. It's like a late 70s, early 80s. And I'm like, I don't even know if I want to put these up. They just are pretty boring, anyway, but I checked the comps, I put them up, sold 5 of them within, 8 hours for 140.
Nice.
And I
Good
still
work.
got 3 more bags worth. And then
Very
here's a
good.
Coach purse I threw up for 110.
Nice. You had a nice week.
And that's it. Yeah, it's not bad.
Nice week. Way to go.
Mhm.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Marcus,
Mhm.
over to you.
Yo, what's up? Okay, let me share this. All right, we good?
Yeah, you good?
Okay. This right here is from Gary V's collection. This is a pen. So he has trading cards. He's trying to build it to be big as Pokemon. I believe he can do that. It's just gonna take some years. So I had this up for 400. I took a best offer for 200. This is out of 5, so this is one out of, it's out of 5. This is a limited edition, so there's not many of them. And this is the Ghost color wave. I got some other ones. This character is called the Flexing Fox. So Gary Vee has a trading card game, and this is one of the characters from the NFT in there. So yeah. Don't sleep on VFriend stuff. VFriend stuff can sell. So this is the Flexing Fox Ghost pen out of 5, 200. Next is this Pendleton. What do you call it here? Cape Coat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I sold this for 130. I had it up for 185. I got it from the flea market for, I believe, 10 or 15 bucks. It had a stain on it. Let me see. On the collar. Let's see. There we go. So it had a stain up there, but it's still sold. I never found any Cape Coat style like this. I wasn't sure what to call it. I had to do some research on that.
That'll work.
Next, I just found this on Monday. Drew Bledsoe. This is a logo, I believe. Logo 7. I like the old school Patriot. This logo's better than the new school. So that's pretty cool. That's it.
All right, very good. Everything going all right with you over there?
Yes, sir. Going great.
All right, very good. Closing out strong.
Yep.
Okay. All right, very good. William, over to you.
Good morning. Let me share my screen.
All right.
I just set up a new screen, so I make sure I'm sharing the right one. All right. we're gonna start off with this polo or this Ralph Lauren with the polo bear on it, embroidered all over print. Saw this in my video that I posted on Facebook whenever I had my polo haul. I missed last week, so I couldn't show it, but yeah, I figured I'd list it high. It's a 2XL, listed for $99.95. I got a 75, had a 25% off coupon running for Christmas gifts, things like that. Sold with a coupon for 75 bucks. Then let me move this real quick. Sorry. I talked to Andy about this and I listed it. He told me it was going for about 250, 200 to 250. Mine did have some flaws on it. It's 1971 is what I narrowed it down to because they stopped making the big E in the early 70s, and then they started making that's whenever they started putting this on at this location, the wash tag under the patch. So I narrowed it down to 71. It was dingy, it was nasty, had a couple of flaws, or not nasty, but had some patina to it. And then it had a couple of spots on it. I listed it for $275. Somebody sent me a $200 offer on it, so I accepted that. Next one is another.
Andy is a wealth of knowledge. He hosts the Jeans Call. That guy knows everything about jeans, the most knowledgeable jeans prints that I've ever met. So if you show him something, he'll give you all the good news, always, every single time.
And that jacket had sat for a couple of months, probably 2 or 3 months, with nothing coming in on it. So I changed the category from just regular jackets to specialty vintage like he suggested, and I got the offer, the $200 offer in probably a couple hours.
There you go.
So category does make a big difference whenever you're selling vintage items like that. Here's another camo brand, King's Camo. I actually picked this up for a personal, but decided to sell it because they don't make this one anymore. It's a big size, 4XL. I am a big guy. That's the tag you're looking for. It just says King's Camo. King's Camo has probably about I want to say like an 80% sell-through rate, but this XKG line, you can see it right here. It'll say XKG. It also has it down here. XKG line has a over 100% sell-through rate. It's not a big sample size, but I think it's like 24 out of 18 are sold. So I listed this for $129, which was about $10 off the new price. And I sold it for $109. And then I guess since we're going with the Kuiu, I picked this up on Saturday. It's a men's medium, new yarn, merino wool blend with nylon. I listed it for $80 because I was running that coupon, expecting somebody to use the coupon. Somebody sent me a 30% off offer on this, so I took it because what's an extra 5%? And then I thought I had it pulled up. I'm sorry. I sold a pair of, let me pull them up. I apologize.
It's okay. It'll be worth the wait.
I picked these up. They're from the 80s. Levi's 501s. I picked these up the same day I picked up the King's Camo jacket. And they had a nice fade on them. I liked it. These were made in USA, 32 by 34. Obviously, they shrank. I narrowed it down because the date tag is right here from April of 1980. And I sold them for $100 within a couple hours.
Nice one.
So,
ready to go.
And then I guess if I can show some boots that I picked up the other day, if we got time.
Go for it.
So I picked up these. Let's see here. Start my video. I picked up these Mark Nassen boots. My camera is horrible. I'm sorry.
All right.
It's got a dragon embroidery on there. It's from the Dragon Rock line. Not sure. Need to talk to Ben today about monk strap, if that's a monk strap or not. Considered a monk strap. I paid 25 for these whenever I divide out the cost of goods. These are 25. I don't know, 200 plus on these. And then I picked up these Lucchese 1883s. They're the Mad Dog Goat. I showed the how to read the tag on these yesterday. Because they're different with the buck stitch right here. I'm gonna list these probably for about 200 to 250. I haven't decided yet.
Very good.
And that's
Thank
all
you,
I got.
sir. Yep. I just want to like put it on the table here. All this stuff you guys are finding, old Carhartt, these old Columbias, these Kuhu stuff, this Lucchese's. Brett, we ever see any of that? Never. We ain't seeing none of this stuff. So I don't want to hear how Florida is the land of milk and honey. We ain't seeing none of this. Zero of these items we ain't seeing. So
The biggest problem with like down here is like Lucchese boots. They're pricing them up like $100.
boo-hoo. At least you get the opportunity for them. We don't even I have never seen any of this stuff in my life. Not one time. Jose lives around the corner, never. Robert, over to you.
Picked up at a pawn shop.
So I don't
Sure,
want to
hold
hear
on one
Florida is
second.
the land of milk and honey no more. Zero of these bangers that you guys are finding, we've never seen in our life.
All right. So I'll start off right here. Should be popping up. So I picked up this Stetson Boy Scout campaign hat. It didn't look like it was worn at all. Other comps I picked up for like $5. Other comps were in that $30 range. Then if you had the box, that would push it up into the 80. This, when I was looking at the item, I was like, I'm going to list it as used, but I'm hard pressed to say it was ever really worn. So I posted that. Doesn't have the box, but it did sell for $81, and it only took like a day or two. So that was really nice. So if you see any of those, definitely take a look. Even the beat up ones, if you're getting it cheap enough, is worth it. This nurse's cape I picked up at an estate sale, posted it. It was maybe 2 days before it sold. The difference between this one and some of the other ones, I felt like I could have got more money possibly, is didn't have the manufacturer's name, but it did have the person's name listed above. It had and this is up in Massachusetts, that was Winchester Community Hospital. And also, which I thought was very cool, and I included it, was the bag it came in saying Nanny's Nurse Cape. So that, I picked up, it was 30, sold 143 plus. I think I charged $15 shipping. So that was a very cool find. This just caught my eye, of course. I think it would probably catch everyone's eye in here was, at the point I was assuming it was UGG, and anything with Southwestern type print I'm going to grab. But when I was doing my research, I was able to find out it was UGG X Pendleton, which I've done, I think, 2 years now. And that shipped over, it's going to be shipping over to the UK for $77. But that was a quick turnaround. They had it listed for 15. I had 25% off. So that was quick. This next one is kind of freaks me out just because the face on James Bond Moonraker is kind of all grayed out, but that's just how they are. It did have an issue with the leg being disconnected and broken, but everything else worked. I did see boots selling occasionally for like $30, but I just wanted a quick turnaround. It was freebie, so that went for $36. But Migo is what they're looking for. And when I did the listing, I put both of them together on the main shot because I felt that could help it out. And let's see, this, I was surprised it took so long, but then I looked at my title. I'm like, okay, that's why it took so long. It was almost a year, but it was a real heavy LRG sweater. But I should have just said sweater, men's size, all that. But this was, only my second year doing this. So, I need to go through and start reviewing more of them. But it was high quality customer, loved it. Missing a button, but I included another leather button. That was a pretty good match for it. Hold on, let me scroll down here. So this was just a vintage Disney fashion crew neck. The item sold for 32. I picked up for probably $2. It had some discoloration on the cuffs, but that sold. And then I call these like bread and butters, right? Because a lot of people don't look at the, those type of what do they call them again? Digital. I use my camera or my other SLR, but on these, always look it up. This one was pretty beat up, but worked great. If I was, and I made sure to list all the different scrapes and markings and everything else on it, and that sold for $72. Someone picked it up right away. This other one was a Canon PowerShot A2300. And this one did have a small defect that I did list. Hold on. Let's see if I can get that to show that. And then there's only one other I'm not gonna. I'm going to hit the arrows. Oops, come on, where is it? And I could have gotten more, but this was an issue with the screen in the upper right. And I used another camera and took the pictures on this one, moved it over because it's one of those larger SD cards, and showed what it looked like on that camera just to show that it is just on the screen and not on the lens. And then the last thing is kind of poking fun at myself this morning, taking a photo before I headed out to work, was being too tired and on this navy pea coat on the left-hand side. And it was the same place I got the cape for the nurse. Like, what the hell? How did I miss that this thing had 2 buttonholes missing? The hell's wrong with me? And it was just bugging me. And then when I got to work and I looked at the rest of the photos, I obviously just had it opposite of where it should have been. So there's nothing wrong with the coat. But it was kind of funny because I was just like, I can't believe out of all the things I missed that, a buttonhole on a navy pea coat. Come on. So that was it for the week. So that's it.
All right, very good. Thank you, sir. All right, so we got Ben, Karen, Zach, Stacy, Annie, Brett, and then Lee is going to take us home. Ben, over to you.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, what's up? I'll try to go quick so everybody can get in. Let's see. Here's a brand I don't see very often. These are a weightlifting shoe, like deadlifting. They have the flat bottoms. That's one of the ways you could tell, but it's called Rider Wear, and it has, I don't know what that logo is supposed to be. It looks like a musical note. I don't know. These can go anywhere depending on the color of the model. 40 to 60 bucks used, but they usually sell pretty quickly. Here's a golf shoe brand I don't come across very often. It's called Painter. I believe that's how you say it. These I've only found them a few times, but they sell very quickly. Pretty popular new golf brand. I don't know if they make clothing or not, but these will probably get about 60 bucks in this condition. Let's see. Here's a brand I don't see very often, but I think they're out of the UK, I believe. I'm not sure yet, but it's called Martin Dingman, Dingman. They make kind of like high-end I don't know, country designer wear for men's, mostly men's. I've sold their belts and shoes is usually what I find, but they usually sell for pretty good prices. This penny loafer's in pretty good condition, so I don't know, maybe like 60 to 80 bucks for these.
Nice.
Let's see. I've never found this brand before. I happened to be in LA at a swap meet, and I saw these slippers sitting down there. I saw a suede. I flipped it over, and it said Vibram on the bottom, and they were like $2. So I just bought them because I was like, suede is nice. Vibram sold. These can't be just like cheap. But the brand is called Suico, Suicoke, Suicoke. And I think they make clothing, men's clothing and shoes, but these they have them priced pretty high, and I've seen some sales, so I think I have them priced around like 75 bucks for these suede kind of mule slippers. Here's a brand I don't obviously pick up very often. I don't see very often, but they've been around for a while. It's called Diadora, Diadora, and these are actually designed to look aged and dirty. And there's not a ton of sales on this model, but they do have some pretty good sales. And I think I have this one priced around 120, 125 in this condition. I think I picked this up actually for 75 cents. So that's a good come up. Gucci. This is a double monk strap. Gucci loafers. So I think I have these priced around 250. I'm waiting on authentication for this, so I'm hoping for the good news, but it looked pretty good. The Essentials Fear of God hoodie. Picked this up from a guy that does I don't know, you buy the storage units, sold it to me for $2. So hopefully it comes back good to go.
Yeah, worth the $2 risk.
Yeah, $2. I figure I can do that. Kobe 10s. I don't know. I think I paid $15 for these. They're a big size, so I'm thinking I can probably get a good money for these because of the size. They're like a size 17. So probably over $100 for those. And these are gel Kayanos, but I like these because these are the golf shoe, spikeless golf shoe. These are gonna go pretty fast for like $60. And this one here, this brand is called Whites. Picked up these logger boots. I paid up for these. Same guy that sold me the hoodie. I think I paid $100 for these. But I think I'm gonna ask like 250 to 300 for these boots in this condition. And if you get the ones that have the full leather welt that go all the way around, those go even more money. But these kind of stop right here, so it's not a full 360-degree welt. But if you have the leather stack heel and the full welt that goes all the way around, I don't know, you can probably get like $500-600 for those. And that's it.
Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Ben. What are you going to talk about today on the call? Do you know?
I'm thinking I'll talk about golf shoes.
Cool.
See what happens.
Very good.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Karen, over to you. Then we got Zach,
Okay.
Stacy, Brett, and Lee. Karen.
All right. Sharing my screen. Okay, so there is a local church-run charity shop chain that is nearby that has probably more of these locations, Miracle Hills, than they have grocery stores in the city. And they just opened a boutique version of high price. Everything is priced up. So I found this one for $10, Tom Brady. I don't find much when I go there. They just opened, but I found this one. So I went back yesterday. I've never found Farm Rio before. This is new with tags. And it was only priced $10. And it was senior day, so I got it for $7.50. New with tags. Farm Rio is great. This is what the tag looks like. I've never found it before, but that was a good one. I think they didn't price it up because they looked at this aesthetic and thought, who's going to buy this? Also at the same store, priced up to $10. Were these Nike Air Max running shoes. In really good condition. I took a ton of pictures because it says it has to go through authenticity. So I highlighted every little thing that I possibly could so that hopefully it makes it through okay. I love picking up these old vintage hats. I just thought this was cool. For $1, I thought I couldn't miss. And something I thought was really cool was in here, this is terry cloth on the inside of that foam. So I thought that was unusual.
Very nice.
I went to a Salvation Army that doesn't price up, and their coats are normally $3.99. I think this was $3.99. I was just about to leave and they rolled out a rack of coats. This is Cool brand. Cool has, let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong one. Refrigiware. If you see anything, I saw this and I thought this has got to be designed for people that work in coolers, work in outdoor, really cold wear areas. This actually gives you a warning that if you're going to be so warm that you're not going to know it if you get caught on fire. And it has this papery style tag. So made in USA. So I always look, if I see something that looks like this and looks like it's workwear, I look it up. So I think I got this for $3.99. Also picked up this one, never seen this, never found this before. This is Marni. And I just looked at this and in my head, I went, I think I've heard of this brand before. I think I've heard people talk about it in YouTube videos. So I stopped and looked it up. It was on the return rack of things that had been tried on at my Goodwill, and it was not priced up. So I think it was like $4.99. And this brand is super expensive. Listing it pre-owned for $79. Last one was, I was at the Salvation Army that doesn't mark anything up. Actually, this wasn't the Salvation Army. This was a local little thrift store that prices stuff $2.99 to $3.99, and this is Filson. So
very nice.
I'd never heard of Filson before I joined this group. Second time I found a Filson, second or third time. This looked pressed, like it had just come from the laundry. And it did have, I always photograph this just so people don't freak out. Because is there a way to get these laundry tags off?
No, not really. Just
I didn't
keep it
think so
pushing.
either. It's on the inside, so I don't think anybody should care.
No, they won't. But all right, very good. So you pretty much
it.
pay for your entire membership every single year just by Filson right there. That's another 3 months. So easy
Yeah.
as.
And this was like one of those racks that didn't have a ton of clothes, and it was sitting kind of almost separate. Like somebody had picked it up, looked at it, thought about buying it, and then put it back on the rack.
Very good. All right. Thank you very much. Zach, what's happening?
Hey, I sent you 3 on Facebook Messenger.
Okay. While we're waiting for that, Stacy, are you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, I'm here. I just sent it. You see it in the chat?
Yep. All right.
All right. It is a bit of a unicorn, but I would be remiss not to discuss something that sold in 10 days for $1,658. The government has stepped into the world of pharmacy and implemented some strict rules on compounding where you have to have special rooms in that. So they are out there. This is one we happen to have on hand. And yeah, just keep an eye out for that. And also there's like a 12 by 12 cube that's got 3 rollers on the top of it called an ointment mill. Those go for more than this thing goes for. So anyway, just on the rare chance somebody goes by closing compounding pharmacy or even your mom and pop pharmacy that used to make meds in the corner, you can't do that much anymore without special rooms and regulations. So keep an eye out.
All right. So for this one here, like anybody could sell it or?
Yeah. It's just a mixer.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Wow. $1,600?
Yeah, I got $1,658. They were all in for $1,849.21. Oh, and it was listed. I listed it November 29th, so 9 days before it's sold.
Nice. Great one. Nice sale.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. We take those every single time. All right, Mr. Zach. Facebook sometimes is slow. I think because I have like a bajillion messages, so like it just is a little bit slow.
It's all good.
Yep. All right, Annie, let's go to you. And then we'll come back to Zach in a moment.
back over to my screen. All right, I sold this Letterman cardigan from the like 30s, 40s. As you can see from the title, it's terrible because this is one of my older listings before I joined the group, but it did sell over the weekend. And yeah, so I was just happy it sold, but maybe I could have done better. Yeah, I'm slowly going back through older listings as I list new items, so it was just one I had not gotten to yet, but
Very good.
yeah, so I sold this one, and then I wanted to share, let me stop sharing my screen. Because we talked about this in the fashion call yesterday with Michelle, because she mentioned Obermeyer, and I was like, wait a minute, I just saw that word recently and what I was looking at, and I had picked up some pants that were Obermeyer, so I just wanted to show the tag. These were made in Japan, so I believe they're the older ones, the vintage ones. But they're
Never
like
can
the
really fail with Obermeyer.
yeah, they're the ones that have the spandex and the stirrups at the bottom. So Michelle made, to tell me that to put the stirrup in the listing, but I just wanted to show that that tag.
Very good.
That's it.
Thank you very much. I like the 1930s. That was pretty cool. All right, very good. Mr. Zach, we ready to rock and roll? Got him up.
Cool. We're starting with Sitka. So yeah, we talked about this kind of already today. Someone mentioned it. It's like a higher end hunting gear hoodie. I sold for $79. I bought that off of a person I buy from for $10. He found that at the Goodwill. I didn't even actually have to even tell him about that brand. He picked it up. He saw the bear on the back and he said this was pretty good, like just condition. He thought it was pretty similar to Patagonia, so that's why he said he picked it up.
Very
I
good.
paid $10 for him for that.
Juice
I
WRLD,
bought
some
that.
merch.
Yep. So I bought that at Goodwill. It was the big graphic on the front, and then I guess I noticed the back of it. There was more stuff to it, but then I picked it up. It's super heavyweight. It's a good 2 pounds. So that's why I was like, well, but then I've never seen Juice WRLD or that 999 logo before, but then yeah, so then I looked it up and I could have got a few dollars for that. I listed it at like around 12 o'clock at night and it sold in just a couple hours, but I think I could have got a few more dollars out of that one. Yeah.
Very good. And again, a Tom Brady football jersey.
Yep. So I feel like that's a bolo, to be honest.
Sells every time.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's full price. I think I paid $8 for that one.
Very good.
That was
Thank
a
you,
3.
sir.
Yes, thank you.
Everything went all right so far?
Yep, we're moving. We're getting it done.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right. Good work. Mr. Brett. You're on mute, sir.
I
You
got
got a
this
breathalyzer, the good old breathalyzer 5000, huh?
It goes in the bar. People put in $1 in a straw and they blow into it. I sent you a comp.
Mm-hmm. Have you tested it to see if it works?
I don't drink.
Well, I was gonna say you gotta get someone lit and let them blow in that thing and see if it works.
Well, I'm gonna put this in my studio actually, because nobody's allowed to drink in my studio around my gear, so they're gonna have to blow into the straw before and put $1 in just to enter my studio.
All
So
right,
I'm
so there you go. So you make a buck every time, huh?
This is gonna pay for itself and more.
Very good. I like it. I once bought an ATM machine at the thrift store, and that paid for itself too. So be on the lookout for breathalyzers and ATMs or at the
Any
thrifts.
coin op stuff, anything like that. You put that in a
Yeah.
bar, you'll make $100 a night off.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, very good. Mr. Lee, over to you.
Alien Tech. I picked up a large lot of vintage toys last week,
right.
including good old He-Man, and these are all in really good condition. There's about 15 figures here. Within this lot, there was also Transformers. So this is Megatron,
Nice.
and the cardboard is in really good condition. It's all complete.
1984 or
I think this is 84. You got it,
There
Tech.
you go. I got it. I know a thing or two, my
84.
friend. Don't let the guy on the treadmill fool you.
It's another one. Some more. So all these are still within their packaging. This one's missing the inserts.
The box alone sells for
And there's a
crazy
large
money
train
these
set.
days. Yep.
Yeah, so and I picked up the loads of video games, and it all was around about 350 I paid, and the return is going to be just about 1200.
Nice.
Maybe a little bit more, and I still got to go back for Star Wars after Christmas.
Okay.
So,
And how'd you find them? You just gave them the card. You gave them the good news.
you know what? You know, I do my my street market
Mhm.
every month. They come up to me in the street and they said, you know, they've got some of this stuff in the loft, and I just follow the leader.
Very good. Good work, Mr. Lee.
Thank you.
All right. I'd say that was a successful show and tell this week. Very, very good. You guys found a lot of really good stuff. A lot of non-Florida stuff, but it's okay. We'll just try our best down here, right, Brett? Right, Jose? We'll just try our best.
We
All
find
right.
alcohol breathalyzers instead.
You can find those all over the place, I'm sure. All right. In any event, we got to get a job done. So really good. Tomorrow we got a topic with Misha. Right now we got Robert with the beginner call coming up. Thank you, Dana. Thank you.